each and every year this event has been on the Championship Tour schedule since the tour was first started back in 1976, and the event's been running since '62. So many incredible winners here. It's a real festival of surfing down here, Pete.
It is.
Surfed in more Bells events than anyone else. It is Kelly Slater. He's up again here and riding a quad out there at the moment. Slater surfing against Peterson, Crisanto here. So straight into the next round we go.
Oh, I didn't want to go for it, huh? You know, 25% of the way doing your bottom turn to kind of keep that speed up, and he does such a great job at doing that.
Well, Slater up now. Had a 2 on his first wave. He's got Peterson, Crisanto in this first heat of the round of 16. A quarterfinal spot up for grabs for Kelly. Chasing a record 5th Bell's title here. This is a good looking wall for the 11-time world champ, who really seems to be enjoying his time down here in Victoria this year. Just coasting his way through to the inside. Wanting to get some kind of number on the board here. Sticking with this one, trying to add the extras wherever he can. Starting to build some more speed for a big finish here on the inside. Nice projection hit there. Gets out in front of that white water and finishes to the applause of the crowd.
Well, let's watch the replay here. Choosing a wave that's got a lot of foam on the face. He's surfing in the non-priority heat, so he's got to take scraps, which means riding waves like this. But the board looks good. The quad is nice on waves like this that are kind of bigger open face because it'll hold its speed. You don't have to push to get the board to pick up speed. You can kind of steer through it. And you can see how relaxed he is, kind of just gliding, waiting for those sections to build up for him. This isn't going to be a major number, but it's a good number for him to kind of build off of in the non-priority heat where she's surfing in right now. You know, again, a little extra leaderage, meaning, you know, I think that a great design.
Holding in and watching things unfold. Here we go. Peterson, Crisanto getting his first wave. You think about this matchup. Kelly Slater, Peterson, Crisanto. Obviously, you know, it's a huge opportunity for Peterson. Geordie Smith. He's leading this one. But it's Kelly Slater who we're going to see up in the first heat of the round of 16. Really deep here at the moment, but has the speed to drive around that section. Getting the opportunity to celebrate some of the master craftsmen from around the world today.
Whoa! Watch out.
Kelly goes down there, but Rod Dahlberg, he's shaped boards for world champions in the past. Greg Webber. And we could have a couple more because both Leonardo Fioravanti and Geordie Smith are hanging on to a decent number each. It's all really going to be decided as we see Peterson, Crisanto now on a good size set wave. Just cutting back to the foam, biding his time. And now this wave's going to stand up, and here comes the scoring opportunity down the line. This one just going to get away from him, unfortunately. So he'll head back out. Plenty of time on the clock, though.
He's got to make it happen probably on another wave.
Slater pointing at his equipment here at the moment. And he's going to make his way in, so it looks like we'll have a board change. Kelly's going to jump on the Simon by the looks of things.
Two very talented surfers. Jack Perry rides bigger boards. Back to action with Slater in the lineup. Switching his board to the Simon Anderson. Drawing some beautiful lines on the wall here on Bells Beach. Already has a 6.0 for his lead. And now just hunting down an end section to turn off of. Hard off the bottom. Carves his way through this inside track. And now finding the feel of the end section, and he'll step off. Pretty exciting heats here in the round of 16. Winner goes on to the quarterfinals. It was on such a tear, but it was just cool to see the support coming from Adam Robertson, who was a Simon Anderson team rider. So it made sense he had a board like this to hand over to Kelly. What'd you think, Potts?
I like it. You know, I'm a big fan of Kelly riding longer boards, so I've always made that point clear. You know, he just can throw it around. It looks better. you've just got to go back and watch footage of Kelly 10 or 12 years ago when he was riding, you know, a lot longer boards, and his maneuvers just were so big because of that. You know, you ride a shorter board, it tends to cut your turns a little shorter, and for me, I think Kelly, as I said, he can maneuver those big boards around, so why not ride?
Peterson, Crisanto trying to get back in the heat with Kelly. Trying to hit that whitewater section. A rebound has a whole lot more meaning, and sections like that, unable to find some room to move. There's no clear way to just look at a route to hit that lip safely, Potts. It's a wild day of competition today. Unbelievable seeing this one. Strider Wasilewski had a big angle for this. How wild was that end section?
Yeah, it looked like it was just going to be a big explosion, and then everything was going to come together. But you know what? Watching these guys attack that end section has been so fun all day. But you can see on that one, there was just too much to do.
Priority heats Kelly and Peterson. Kelly flying down the line. Looking for a 5th bell this year. They'll keep a high line off the top. He's hoping for this wall to really grow, to dig in, to clean roundhouse. Getting to the bottom of this bomb. Big section. Drills it vertically, but can't hang on. To Kelly's bottom turn to set up this hack.
Yeah, look at it. I mean, he is using every ounce of his ability to get that board over on its rail. Hold that line up and vertical into the lip. I mean, we haven't seen anyone do that yet today. We haven't seen that vertical snap. It's more of those big carving horizontal turns.
Win for Jordy was still the round of 32. So he's got another heat to think about in the round of 16. Back to action. Out the back, Peterson, Crisanto, part of the rookie class. Sizable start to that wave. Top turn route got a little bit lost in transition.
So Connor, wow, that was an interesting move there to pull out of that wave.
Here comes Kelly, passing that 5-minute warning. Keeping that deep bottom turn solid. Fits in the wrap. The wave's really shrunk in size, but you can still see how powerful it still is. Double overhead out the back, and now it's starting to really shove him down towards Winky Pop. He'll just hit it off the lip, nice and clean to finish.
Had we not had the jet ski assist, as we see Kelly here, trying to better his situation against Peterson. And clean, smooth, slowly starting to work that board out. It's his first surf on it, so it's going to take him a little while to get used to it. Starting to find that sweet spot. And he's milking his waves all the way through the inside, Joe. Length of ride, back to the old days.
Oh, love seeing Kelly just in this kind of rhythm. See, he takes a little bit of their style and brings it into his own game. Here's a solid one for Peterson, Crisanto. Chunky whitewater, but he's able to hang on to that big first turn. Draws that line as this thing wraps away. Still solid double overhead as he runs through this section towards Winky. Now it's really going to unload, and I think he made the best decision there to get out of there, Potts.
I wanted to see him float that thing.
That one wasn't one of them down there.
Section or wave? I mean, this is an angry bit of water right here. You can see him just getting chased down, and he's trying to pick his moments to try and unleash some turns. Nice smooth maneuver right there, and then it chases him down again. It really didn't sort of offer him too much, and then he came into this inside section, took a look over the ledge and went, yeah, nah, thank you very much.
He's going to do that all over bells in his career. We run out of time in the heat with Kelly and Peterson. Slater gets out of the round of 16 to make his first quarterfinal of the season. Still on track to potentially break the record with Mark Richards and Mick Fanning as he's trying to hunt down a 5th bell. We'll take a quick break. Action continues here at Bells Beach.